Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here again, and I'm back for another crafty video. So, this time we're going to create something that's kind of in my mind's eye. So, I don't have I've got a plan for it, as in I've made some bits for it, but we're going to put it together and see how it goes and play it by ear and wing it. That sort of thing. So yeah, today I'm not going to demonstrate what I'm making. I'm going to just make it. So so I've made myself some of these, which are just some of those like drawer plates, what they call, drawer label holders, whatever they are. But I wanted them to look kind of a little bit rusty. I mean, I can ink them up to make them look even more rusty, although they are quite fragile because they're only made of cardboard. But I couldn't find any that I liked, that were the right shape. A lot of them are much shorter, same sort of depth but shorter. I've got some metal ones that are like that, but I hadn't got any long ones. And so what I want to make is like a buzzer panel. So, you know, like an intercom panel for Margo, so she can keep in touch with all of the other people. So that's the kind of thing I'm thinking of. So let's just get on with it. So I know that I want to ink this before I start, because this is going to be the background, and I want it to look a little bit kind of old, a little bit rusty, kind of a little bit a little less action, a little more something guaranteed. No, a little less conversation, a little more action guaranteed. That's what I meant. And I was going to do some, I thought that was my ink thing, but it's not my ink thing. My ink thing is missing. It's AWOL. Oh dear, we've got an issue with inking. Right, okay, I might use this because it's a bit scratty, and I'm going to be squishing and all sorts of things. So, yeah. So, anyway, I hope everybody is well and that you have been having a good week so far. It will be Friday when you see this. For me, it's Thursday, so I've left it a little bit late for this one. The weekend kind of slipped away from me. I didn't get as many videos filmed as I wanted to. That's because I was making the little ink box that we did. I was making lots of prototypes for that, and that took me a lot longer to do. I was going to say a lot longer to do than I anticipated, but I knew it was going to take a while. So the weekend slipped away from me, so that's why we didn't really get a proper video during the week. We just had my crafty haul video, and I'm working on a couple of other projects, both at home for making on video and also at work. We're changing our IT supplier at work, so the people that manage our service provision, which is causing me a bit of a headache at the moment. So there's a lot going on. So I wanted to just kind of relax, do a bit of crafting, and that's why we're not making any, because I haven't had time to make a tutorial. I haven't had time to make something first and then do it again on video. So anyway, what I'm trying to do here is trying to make it look a little bit old, kind of a little bit rusty, maybe, like it could be a base, like a metal base panel for everything to go onto. I'm still wearing my work shirt, so let's hope it doesn't go all horribly wrong. I've had a bit of a stress today. I wasn't going to tell you all about it, but you know me, I can't lie, and also I can't not tell people things. I end up telling people far too much information than they probably need. But yeah, so I had a bit of a stress this morning because I'd lost my wallet. I spent 4 hours looking for it. Well, I spent 3 hours looking for it, and before I kind of admitted defeat, thought, yeah, it's definitely gone. Looked everywhere, looked in the car, I took Brian. Brian came over last night for tea, and we just as in tea. In the UK, tea can mean a drink of tea, but it can also mean food, so evening meal. So what some people might call dinner. So anyway, he came round for tea, and I took him home, and I knew I'd had it up until that point, but could I find it? I hadn't got out of the car other than to go and into the car to take him, and then getting out of the car to come back to the house. So I had no idea where it had gone. There was a massive panic this morning. Couldn't find it anywhere. Yeah, so 3 hours later, admitted defeat. And I've obviously, as I've got out of the car, when I got home, it's fallen out of my pocket or out of my hand or something, and it's gone. And it's fallen on the floor, and somebody's gone off with it. So then, after 3 hours of searching, I admitted defeat and cancelled my cards. So most of which were nice and straightforward, except for Barclaycard. You make things really hard. Everybody else made it really easy. Lloyds Bank, thanks very much for making it so easy. Block your card. You could have paused it, but I thought, no, I know I've lost it. It's gone. So I stopped it. First time I'd ever lost my wallet. Really upset about it. So anyway, Revolut also really easy. Stop one card, order a new card. Fantastic, great. So Barclaycard, not so easy, and like the app, every time like you did what it said to do, it just took you back round to the start again, and you had to start all over again. It clearly wasn't working. So anyway, called Barclaycard, got that all stopped, and then Brian came over. So he walked down from his house down to my house to try and find it. He looked in the car and found it. After I've stopped all my cards. With the weekend coming up and a bank holiday, like it's a bank holiday Monday in the UK. So I'm now without any cards. I did have £5 in my wallet, but I bought myself some food for my evening meal today. So I'm I think I'm down to £2.74, which won't get me very far, because I bought a loaf of bread and a box of eggs. So what? Hang on with is that brushed corduroy? What's that? Rusty hinge. That's the one that doesn't have a lid. Right, okay. Yeah, so anyway, found it. So luckily meant that I hadn't had to not cancel, but like reorder a driving license, which was a good job really, because I did go on to the DVLA to reorder a driving license, to be told that you need to pay £20 for it, and I had to enter my bank my bank card details. Well, I've just stopped all of those, so how the hell was I supposed to do that? So anyway, I stopped my card, found my wallet, stopped my cards, found my wallet. Not stopped my card, found my wallet, so I don't have more than one wallet. This is just my weekend wallet. This is my evening wallet. I don't have enough money to have it. Those kind of things. So, yeah. So there you go. Oh blimey! I was having it because I'm autistic, as you know. Of course, you can imagine I was having a bit of a meltdown about it all, and I was getting in a state, and my Brian had to come. And anyway, like I say, I found it. It's, you could say panic over, but ow. Sorry, I just bashed my elbow. I'm just going to put a bit of orange on this edge. This is spiced marmalade, just to give it a bit more of a orangey tinge, a bit more of a rusty feel, especially with all the brown. It'll make it look a bit more rusty. So yeah, that was not a great start to my day. I've had better days, I've got to say. And I know you're not going to see most of this because it's going to be covered up, but you all are going to see some of it. So I'm just going to give it some welly. Oh, don't have my other light on. Okay, hopefully that's better. It is dark outside. It's 9:20 at night. I'm fed and watered, and I'm doing this now. So yeah, so my brain as well just wasn't in a headspace to be able to like say to you, this is what we're going to do. I'm making this, la la la. I hope you'll forgive me for that. Where is my other rusty hinge? I don't know, where are you? You need to come to me because I need you now. Rusty hinge, where are you? Oh, maybe I don't have another rusty hinge. I've got a rusty brain, I don't know about a rusty hinge. No, it's fine. I'll have to just use this. So just put a bit more of this on the corners and edges. This is one, right, okay, I know. Alexa, put rusty hinge on my shopping list.
I put rusty hinge on my shopping list.
Which is going to be a joy, because like then it'll probably be on my food shopping list. And I've had so much hilarity like this last week trying to shop for things that Alexa mishears on my shopping list. While I'm doing this, let me just see if I can just find anything for you to kind of just tell you the kind of things that I have to put up with when me and Brian or me and Vic go shopping. There's all sorts of things on my shopping list. One of the items on it is I can't remember. So clearly I've gone, what's your face? What's the name? And then said, oh, I can't remember. That's been put on the list rather than like going, oh, okay. Maybe you actually meant that you just couldn't remember. So, yeah, that's fun. What else? Oh, purple shouting broccoli. So instead of purple sprouting broccoli, it's got purple shouting broccoli. So, like, if you ever hear any noisy broccoli, I need some. What else have we got? That's rude. Won't tell you that one. There's this one it's salted skinny bitch. I have no idea what that is. I've obviously put something. I think it might be salted caramel skinny whip. There's some low calorie bars that are available in the UK. So, or salted. I don't think it's just salted. Anyway, what else have we got? Karen's milk. I'm sorry, no offence, Karen, but I don't want your milk. Really, very kind of you to offer, but I really don't want it. It's very, very much a personal thing. You keep your own milk. Thanks very much. And then, what else have we got? Mooth pest, which I kind of worked out that might be toothpaste. But like, I must have had a mouthful of food when I was saying these things, because like, I don't know why Alexa didn't hear that. And like, to be fair, I'm saying that name now and it's not even responding. So, sorry, I'm just having to think about how I'm going to approach the rest of it. Right, okay, I'm going to leave that for now and then come back to the other thing. What else have we got on here? There were some things that I can't find what that one thing that we had. Oh, there was one that was really hilarious, but I can't remember. I can't find it now. Oh, maybe move past. No, it's not that. Lord Pork. Don't know what that is either. Sainsbury's creamed horse. I wasn't ordering creamed horse. I think I wanted creamed horseradish, to be fair. There was something antelope. I can't remember what it was, but it was a misbehaving antelope or something like that. It wasn't exactly those words, but like there was something, and I was like, I don't even know what I want. It's so hard when you get into the supermarket and you get your list out. You expect to be able to read it and just use it, not have to work out what your silly device has interpreted it out. Well, I mean, let's face it. Thank goodness they're not running the world, because they can't understand a shopping list. Will be doomed. So I'm like trying to build it up to look a little bit rustified. So I mean, it'll stand out a bit more when it's got its label inside. So, but yeah, I'm trying to make it look rustified, because that's a technical term. Rustification. So that's why I'm not trying to cover it completely. I'm just kind of dabbing it on and leaving it looking a bit, uneven coverage. I don't know how many of these I'll get on. Let's just have a quick look. So there's there. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. I'm going to go for 6, because I've also made myself a little grill. Look, this is how sad I am. I made this myself. I mean, I did it on the Cricut, but like I did it. So like, I wanted it to kind of be a bit like that. Maybe that's going to be a bit further up. So let's kind of just piece together the way it was kind of imagining it. So it's going to be a bit like this. I thought I could have the name of the company there, or the name of the manufacturer of this. And then these are the little buttons. So these are made of that funky foam stuff. And there's a piece of cream cardboard, because I thought, it would have bleached through over the sun. And like, obviously it'll be dirtified and all of that. And that's what I was thinking, is having these buttons down here. And it could be a journal card that you just stick in a utilitarian style journal, or oh, there you go, found it. Overdue antelope. We still don't know what overdue antelope is, but it's not here. It's overdue. That's why. I think we kind of guessed that it could either be cantaloupe. So in which case, in the UK, there are melons called honeydew melons, and I might have said honeydew or cantaloupe, and it's turned it into overdue antelope. So let me know if you also have issues with your personal assistant, or as Jodie Martin refers to her husband's girlfriend on the shelf. Because like I have real problems, and I've changed the voice of mine to a man's voice, or a male voice. I don't know why. To be fair, I don't know. It's because I like. I know why. Because I like telling men what to do. In my car, I prefer a female voice, because I'd rather be told where I'm going by a woman, because by a female, because I would I trust their judgment better than men. And also, I don't like being told what to do by a man's voice. So yes, it's an insight into my life, and today is about me just having a chat with you today. So today is about me having a chat with you today, because that's what today's about. Oh, and by the way, G. Guess what I found? And I can't find it now. I actually found my G, but I found my ampersand again now. But yeah, found my G, but I've lost it again. So, well, you know, that was short-lived. That finding, wasn't it? Oh, G, typical. I'm a genius. Oh, yeah, lost it again. It'll be hiding somewhere along with the marbles that I've lost. So, I definitely lost my marbles. Where, if I was a little dauber, if I was a little dauber, where would it be? Oh, that's good. I've got a pad and a tiny... a dauber and a tiny pad. But not the... Oh, there we go. Hang on. Found something. And a little dauber. Not Ness and Dormer. Ness and Dormer. Yeah. Little dauber. So, well, I know I was going to say I'm so sorry, but I'm clearly not sorry. It's just me. It's my life. It's my life. Oh, is it International Dogs Day on Saturday, or is it National Dogs Day, or I don't know, one of the two. Anyway, we've been filming everybody's dogs at work, and alas, Worcester hasn't made it to the cut because we couldn't get him to stay still on our video long enough. We wanted them to be doing some of our jobs, and I just couldn't get him to sit still. So, and also then I had that stress this morning, which meant that I didn't get as much stuff done as I anticipated. So next year, he'll make it to the cut. Bless him, he's getting old now anyway, he doesn't want to do any work. Although he's a bit like his dad, because neither do I. He's, I can't remember, he's either 10 or 11 this year, so either way, it's an age. And you don't do 7 years we used to count it as though it was 7 years for every year of a human, every human year was the equivalent of 7 years of a dog's year, but it depends on your breed and all of that. And so I worked it out, because he's a Labrador Staffy, he's neither one nor the other. He's either, if he was a Staffy, I think he would be like 65-ish, and if he was a Labrador, he'd be around 59. So he's somewhere around his early 60s. So that's what I've kind of worked it out as. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to make this look a little bit rusty as well. So I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do that. So this is a big mistake, especially with a work shirt on. So I'm wondering if I can kind of just dab around the edges. Also, that'll get rid of the white on the edges, because it is only just thingy cardboard, thingy cardboard, that thingy cardboard that we get, mirror board, that's what I meant. If you've come to me for words, I am the wrong person for you, sorry, because words don't come easy for me. Words don't come easy to me. La 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 la, la 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 la. I love you. Words don't come easy. I'm just a foolish man. Shh. Shh. Right, I'm gonna have to mop that up, otherwise I am going to be wearing that later. It's kind of mopped up. It's rubbed in more than mopped up. So I'm hoping that that looks a bit more kind of rustified. Might have to have a different colour of brown on there, because you know me, I have to over egg the pudding if I can. I want something a bit darker. Yeah, and then I've got a colleague who's my assistant is on holiday next week, so that's going to put extra pressure on me to get more. So I'm going to be picking up her duties along with my own, and trying to change over this contract to our new provider. And our old provider is not being particularly cooperative. Should have thought of that, and kept us in the first place rather than let us go somewhere else. But anyway, it's been my baby, and it's been kind of playing out in the background for a while now. Sorry, the train has just gone past, i.e. Worcester's just walked past my room. He breathes. It's like a train coming in. But yeah, he's gone to have a lie down. It's such a stressful life, you know. He has to go and lie down, bless him. So I've just sprayed my hands, so they're a little less mocky. And then I'm gonna just gently kind of dab this. I don't want to get it too. I mean, I don't mind the little bits that I've got more brown. I'm kind of thinking, you know, all that finger pressing. It might have been white. It's gone yellow from years of use, but also then there's all those finger presses. That means it gets a little bit grotty and grungy. If that makes any sense. There we go. That's that kind of random kind of grossness of it. So these are going to be like this. I'm going to go on there like that. So I haven't obviously stuck anything down yet. And then what I did was I've got some name things to go in them. My type is terrible, so that's the reason why I've got so many of them, because I had to retype them. But I'm hoping then that this can kind of be sat behind here. Yeah, like that. I mean, obviously you won't see hopefully you won't see the background. I'll just need to cut it down. Don't want to cut too much off and it then be too small for the thing, but is that going to be about right, or is that going to need more cutting? More cutting. It's got such a narrow margin of error there, because the frame is not terribly wide. So we've got Mr. Fosdyke's secretary. I can't even say it. Mr. Fosdyke's secretary. I don't know whether to have it. I'm so sorry if I've just deafened you. I'm so sorry if you've got I was going to say earmuffs on, but no. If you're cold, you might have earmuffs on. If you've got earphones on, I'm so sorry. If I'd known I was going to sneeze, I would have warned you. But in editing, I might try and turn the sound of that down. So I just don't have access to Vic's computer. So Vic has a MacBook, and it means that I can do editing when I see Vic, but I haven't seen him because he's looking after a dog at the moment. So looking after his friend's dog, which is the little, it's the cutest thing. It's called Mia. Mia's a little miniature pinscher, and she is gorgeous. But Worcester doesn't like other doggies, so she can't come here, I'm afraid. So there we go. So that's going to be like that sort of thing with our speaker grill. Yeah, and our buttons. and then maybe something there. I don't know. So anyway, let's kind of try and piece that together. So we're going to have we've got 6 buttons, so and six of those. So we're going to need 6 buttons and 6 of these things. I'm just going to ink round and do a bit of heavier inking in parts. And I hope it's kind of like translating as to what I'm trying to achieve. Like I say, it's very hard to explain what's in my head, and trust me, you don't want to go there. The horrors. That'll be a fright for Halloween. The stuff that's in my head, nobody wants to go there, trust me. Even I don't want to go there. So, again, just a bit of random dabbing. And then just inking it over. And then, well, hopefully it'll all come together and you'll go, oh, I know what he was doing now, if you don't already know. I think I might put something behind there, obviously, like some maybe a black grill. Sorry, not a grill, a bit of black or something to make it look less like it's just stuck on there and more like it's. You see, I like that because it's so mankified. That's a term, whether you know it or not. Manky. I wonder if manky translates. People know what manky means? Manky's it's a word in the UK that means dirty, old. It's one of those ones where it makes you recoil and think, oh, I don't want to touch that. It's manky. So that's what manky means. So if you're not from the UK, then yeah, I mean, like, people have said it's a northern thing, but I've known manky for a long time, and I'm not from the north. I'm from the Midlands, and I know some people could argue, well, like, it's the same continent and the same country, but trust me, you can go 20 minutes in any direction and the accent will change, and the terminology and the words for things like what's the classic, a bread roll will change. So what you call a bread roll really regionalizes you in the UK. So obviously bread roll is a generic term, so lots of people know what a bread roll is, but some places it's I'm from Coventry, and in Coventry it's called a batch. So you would have like a ham batch or a salad batch or a lettuce batch, or if you're on a diet, if you're having a lettuce batch, it'd be called boring. I don't know about anything else. And then in Birmingham, don't quote me, I think it's a cob, and in what's the other place? In Rugby, it's a stotty. I think also in Scotland it's a stotty. And up here it's various different things: tea cake, bread cake. I don't know. Am I doing too many? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then okay, I've done too many. So let's kind of piece it together. Oh, the other thing I've done is I did do. Take it off my cricket. I've made some. Oh, that's not a good idea, is it, Dave? I tell you what, you just stick it on a black man, so then you'll never find it again. I've made some plastic things, and I didn't know whether I wanted to use them or not, but I thought I'd make them anyway, because then I've got them. That's 6 of them. So yeah, I spent about an hour prepping the bits that I knew I wanted, and it's all been made from my mind. like a circle in a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel, never ending or beginning on a never spinning reel, like a snowball on a mountain, like a carnival balloon. Yeah, the windmill of my mind, like the windmills of your mind. So I'm hoping that if I stuck that like that and stuck that over the top of there, that will kind of come together as being the thing that we want it to. Yeah, you know, that's not too bad, is it? It's not as bad as some of the horrors that are in my mind. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick the thing to this first. And then what I did the prep off camera because I knew I was just going to be making. There wasn't much point me making it for you. I've lost it now. I've put that on there. Making it with you on camera because you know we're not doing a tutorial, so I hope you understand the reasons why I didn't do it with you. So, don't know if that makes any sense. Oh, I've got my fingers all over it now and the glue's gone everywhere. Do you know what? I don't even mind. I don't even care. I don't even care. Because I'm kind of thinking that might add to the look of it. Then it'll look like it's been got dirty over time. Except for this is not going very well, is it? Maybe I should have stuck the plastic onto the thing first before I stuck the rest of it down. Now I haven't decided how I'm going to. I could use some what they called paper fasteners for the faux screws, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm toying with that, but it could be other things. So I think I'm going to put Mr. Fosdyke's secretary is going to go at the top because then that helps me to space it a bit. He's a spacer, a star chaser. Yeah. Well, this is how my mind is working tonight. There are some nights where I have it's very crowded with songs. And there are other days when there's nothing in there. Well, I say there's other days. There's like months go by with nothing in my head, but nothing useful anyway. I'm not sure whether that's actually stuck. I'm trying because it's so delicate. I'm trying to be really careful with it. I'm also trying to get it straight. That would be nice. And I'm not sure whether I've stuck it down. No, I haven't. Okay, that's interesting. Let's try again then, Dave. So you have to go from one extreme to the other, don't you, Dave? Yeah. It wasn't stuck down. Now you've had to throw a whole load of glue at it. Let me just reserve power on my phone, watch, whatever it's called. There you go, Mr. Fosdyke's secretary. Who else have we got? We have got obviously Margo, and we've got Eleanor Shapansky. So not sure what department. So I didn't put a space. Now it's Eleanor spelt internationally Eleanor, not classically Eleanor. There's not clear things. So I know it's got an A in it normally, but I did know an Eleanor that spelt it this way, so I'm going with that. And challenge me at your peril. Duh, duh, duh. This is often what happens when I've had a stressful day. Is my mind then turns to comedy or mush. hopefully you're understanding this. Hopefully it translates on video, because I'd like it to. I'd like you to kind of know what I was doing. And I hope it's interesting as well. Because I know one thing, I'm not interesting. So hopefully my work is. My work at work isn't at the moment. Boring meetings with, obviously don't tell these people, but like salespeople and account managers and there's another one. That's not one of the ones that's inked. It is. So we'll put all of them in, and then what I'm going to do is I've printed some of these where I'm going to kind of stick it over the top of some of them. You know, so that it looks like it's been altered at a later date. So we've got Margo. Obviously, Margo definitely has to have her. Margo can go fourth, because Margo is. Sorry, 4 is my lucky number. So one of my lucky numbers. I've got 2. I have 11 and 4. 4 being my birthday, and 11, I don't know why, just because it is. That's what I was looking for. So she's going to go fourth because of that. So, and 7 is Vic's lucky number, because that's his birthday. His is the 7th of August, mine's the 4th of August. So 7-11. Lucky numbers in our house. We're not opening a 7-Eleven. So. Shut up, Dave. I know, I'm terribly annoying today. Terribly annoying. Put that on there. Move it a little. Try and get it in the middle. And put that on there. Yeah, still don't know how I'm going to represent the rivets. Did I actually stick that down? No, I didn't. No, I didn't, Dave, did I? No. Yeah, like I say, I'm not really sure what I'm going to represent the rivets with, but it'll be riveting when you find out. Okay, I'll laugh on my own. It's fine. So Margo's centre stage now. Here's that one. Pop that there. I mean, they're not all lined up perfectly, but you know, I don't mind. I went for a kind of a middle positioning, and they're not all the same, and it's absolutely fine. I mean, like, you know, when Margo got this ordered, they would have been perfect, but you know, it's been in situ for a while now, and Margo's far too busy to concern herself with the triviality of such things. So Margo sends her love, by the way. She can't be here at the moment, so she's away. She's romancing with her gorgeous man Seth. So, but she says to say hello. And she says to, you know, if you haven't already, that you need to subscribe. That's what she did tell me to tell you. So, you know, I mean, like, you know, it's you know, it's not just coming from me, it's coming from Margo. And if Margo says something, trust me, people jump when Margo speaks. She's formidable. lovely, kind, will do anything for you, but she makes people jump. So who have we got? We've got Hugo Forbes Hamilton. I'll put him on as well. Don't know who I'm going to cover up at the moment. No, we're going to use that as our template, won't we? Oh. So yes, bank holiday in the UK. Typical bank holiday in the UK, and I can't get to my bank. Well, I can. I can get to. There aren't actually many banks left in the UK. There are there's no branches of banks. They're all closed these days. It's all because everybody banks online, but I can bank online. I just don't have a card to spend on. So let's hope I don't need any fuel or groceries over the weekend. I mean, I've got my Revolut, which has got a virtual card attached to it, which is on my Apple Pay, so it should be okay. I could transfer some money, and my Revolut is really for my savings, of which I don't have any, but I could transfer some money from my physical account. That's just hassle. So it just wasn't fun this morning. I mean, I know I wasn't expecting it to be fun. You know, oh, let's lose my wallet. Sounds like a great plan. Let's do that. I haven't done that for ever. So, didn't mean that. As in, it wasn't fun. I don't mean literally it wasn't fun. I mean, literally it wasn't fun. But I don't. Anyway, shut up, Dave. Over-explaining, Dave. Over-explaining again, Dave, is what that should be. So Mr. Fox is chief accountant. And the Silvered Fox is my best friend, Brian. So if you don't subscribe to his channel, why not? Go over and check him out. He does a lot more. He does journals flip-throughs mainly. So does a few tutorial stuff, but journal flip-throughs. And he's on my design team, so he makes things with all of my digitals that I make. So if you're not already a follower of him, then go and follow him, because he's a lovely man. And there's somebody else I really need to mention as well, who keeps recommending me on their channel, and it's Joni. But I just want to make sure that I know what I'll link her channel in the description. Joni's Journals. Go and check her out. She's only got a small following, a bit like Brian, got a small following. You know, like a few. Don't start playing. Oh goodness sake! Don't want adverts. She's got 367 subscribers, but go and check her out because she's lovely. She sounds like the most genuinely nice person. So definitely a good egg in my books. So she's lovely. She's on Tracy Fox's design team, and she is just fabulous. So more reason to check her out. So there we go. That's what we've made. So let's glue some of these down, and then we can kind of over glue them, can't we? So just going to put a load down the back of it. I'm not going to worry about the side bits because they can do their own thing. So hopefully it looks rusty now. Tin roof, rusty. Love Shack, baby, Love Shack. Again, another song nobody wants me to sing, especially the B-52s. Tin roof rusty. Anyway, shut up, Dave. Did say that. I've already said that to you once. How many times do I have to tell you? Shut up, Dave. There you go. Is it looking okay? Does it make sense? Do you kind of know what I was planning? Because it's looking very much like I was expecting it to look like in my head. So I'm very, very happy. And we do need something on there. Obviously, we need something to make it look like a... I did think about using... Not glossy accents. What are those other things? Those pearls. Not actual pearls. Because I'm not made of money, you know, folks. And I can't get to it anyway, even if I was, because the bank won't let me have it. Let me put something over the top of it to press it down with. What are they called? Those squirty drop things. I was thinking of using them, but I don't have any. Well, I might have some, but goodness only knows what they are. They are not something I can find at the moment. As it is, I'm going to struggle to find anything. So maybe that. But like the thing is, let's just try it. When they sit on it, and they're like a hammered finish. Do some rusty version, but never mind. Well, I've got of that more of a gunmetal-y finish, but I don't think I've got many of them. I mean, they're nice. Don't know what I've got though. That's the thing. You don't know what you've got until you try, Dave. You can't always get what you wanna, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. No. No is the answer. You can have a lot of no and not much of yes. Because we're all out of yes and we have a backlog of no. So it's going to be a no. And like, this is the thing that gets me, is I always have random bits of something else in the... So we're going to go for those hammered finish ones. We've got 1, 2. That's a different size. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12. That's what I need. 12, not just to carry on counting. Just I wanted to prove to you I could count. That's what I was showing off with my counting. Look at me count. Everybody together. Let's count together. I mean, I like the really small ones as well. I like those ones because they are definitely more the right colour. I bet there aren't enough of them though. I bet you. Size. No, that's 3. I might cut this out. Definitely cut this out. 3, 9, 10, 11. Wow, 12. Yay. So I think I've got enough. And I think they would look the best. Okay, so let's put that back. And the random bits of metal that I find everywhere. I literally pick up random bits of metal. I'm a bit like a magpie. It's got to be said. So what do I need? I think I'm going to use my anywhere punch. And if I put that in there, kind of make sure it goes in that hole. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Let's count with Dave. This is what today's lesson is called. Let's counting with Dave. 7. 1. Ha 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 ha. 2. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, count one count, isn't that? Stopped counting now. I sound silly. Well, more silly than I normally sound. This is the thing. My brain does do this, especially if I've had a stressful day. My brain turns into that childlike kind of state. So I hope everybody else is well. I hope you haven't had a stressful day like I have. I hope you don't mind me talking about my stressful day. That's one of the things about me, is I will always be very transparent and honest, and if I've had a stressful day, I will never say to you, yeah, I'm fine. If you ask, anyway. If you don't ask, then I don't have to tell you, do I? So, there we go. So that's those. Okay. Then we need to stick this on. Oh, we need something in the background of this. That's what I said, didn't I? I want something that is cardboard-esque, that isn't too fat. Oh, that's a bit big. So, talk about over-egging the pudding there, Dave. Maybe one that's already got something on it, like a carb on it. No, not on it, like a carb on it. Nobody wants to see me on anything with like a carb on it. If I was a punch, where would I be? Oh, there I am. Oh dear. Sorry, everything's just avalanching again. That might be a bit big. Oh, it might not be. Oh, don't know. Fingers crossed that's exactly the same size. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Oh, yay! Right, cool. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of stipple this. You probably won't see that very well. I just want to make it something. I want to make it look less perfect. Give it some kind of a texture. I guess I could use some thingy on it, couldn't I? Thingy. Yeah. Not that one. This. Maybe some of this. Just want to kind of... you won't really see it, so just want to make it look less perfectly black. You can't really tell that. I can't really tell, to be fair. I was going to say, you can't really tell, but I can't. Maybe it needs another colour. Let's give it a bit of blue, maybe. Bit of blue on it. See if that stands out. No, of course it doesn't. Why would you see that, Dave? Blue on black. Dave, rubbish. Rubbish. Like you know anything. Rubbish. You are. Oh, maybe I could just run over it. Not. I don't mean run over. Take it outside. Get the car over it. With the wheel of torture. Then it looks more speaker grilly. It's because I like it. You know me, I like it to look too perfect, too factual, too much like reality. but it makes me happy, and we're here for me. So it's been my stressful day. You just have to keep your fingers well away from this. The wheel of torture. Du, du, du. Oh, much better. I can see that. I don't know that you can see that, but I think that looks much more speaker grill like. So, I've left the lid off this, didn't I? Stupid boy. Oh, there you go. It's coming out now. It's going everywhere now. I want to make sure that all of these I've got stuck down. But I'm just going to pull off some of that. Stick that to there. Again, just going to stick it onto something, a piece of card, so I don't pick up all the dirt off the mat. Cool, that's going to go. Oh, I'm so excited. That looks so cool. It could actually go there. Maybe it should go there. We'll come to that in a minute. Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. Come to it. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So the reason why I'm putting these in from the back and pushing them up is when I pulled them off because when I cut them on a Cricut, it doesn't go all the way through, and so you kind of tear the very base of it, and it looks more perfect at the top. So I wanted it to look perfectly round, not like it's a bit of funky foam that's been cut out, which is what it would have done if I hadn't have done that. So I think that's going to go there. I think it's going to have to, because like the glue's going to glue it before I get to think about that. Yep, that one's fine. And this one, I guess it could have been a bit light. No, I do like it the dark colour. I was thinking, have I overdone it? But no, I like it. You might think I've overdone it. So, but you know what? We're all individuals. We're all allowed to think our own things, dream our own dream. Dream my own dream, my own. Yeah. Tiffany, I am not. I think that was Tiffany. We dream the same dream. I think that's what it was by Tiffany. We dream the same dream. We sing the same song. So I'm kind of using that as kind of a bit of a guide. It's not perfect, but it'll do. I'm missing one. Is that it? Oh, it's there. Oh no, I haven't got any black bit in the middle. You know, this is the reason why I bought a Brother Scan and Cut a long time ago when I had money. In fact, when I just recently bought this house and I had a bit of extra cash from the sale of the old house, and I bought myself a Brother Scan and Cut, and at the time I absolutely loved it. And then I'd always resisted buying a Cricut. I thought, oh, they're exactly the same. They're just do the same thing. The only difference is you have to connect it to a computer. But then they improved it, and it became something you didn't have to connect to a computer. You could connect it to your iPad or your iPhone or your tablet or whatever. And then I started to think, oh, quite fancy one of them. You've got a much bigger screen to draw things on and create things on. And now I don't use my Brother at all, which is sacrilege really for the price it was. and I absolutely love my Cricut because I make things on it. I rarely use any of the pre-made stuff. I kind of do a lot of my own designing and make my own things, and everything I make I save a template of in case I want to make it again. So yeah, so I'm dead chuffed with this because these are all my own shapes. I mean, obviously, you know, I've seen them before. I've seen those shapes used before, but I just made my own version to fit the purpose that I wanted to use it for. And then I'm in an arguing about whether I share this with you guys. I thought, well, you know, Margo would want me to, so, you know, as I say, you don't mess with Margo. You don't mess with Margo. Again, sounds very sinister the way you say it. I'll say it, Dave, but you don't. You just don't. There we go, and we're going to have that at the bottom there. So then we're going to think about whether I'm going to overstick some of these things with the perfection in me. The perfectionist in me says, don't do it, but then the other side of me says, no, do it, because like it'll look much more interesting. Right, that's going to be about there if it's going to be in the middle, Dave. Is that about right? That's 6. The middle of that is about 3. That's going to go there. Again, let's use something to stick it down with. So exciting. Oh gosh, so exciting. I'm loving that, I really love it. So what I thought was, and Parker, let's just, oh no, that's fine, it's cut down to that end. Let's do this side. And I also wanted to kind of make it look a little bit like somebody tried to peel it off as well. That's what I love about this kind of stuff, is it really shows the stresses on it. So who are we going to get? Obviously not Margo, we're not covering Margo up. Should we get rid of him? Yeah, let's stick that over there. It's easier to take it off the back with a blade, so I'm just going to use the blade to do it with. The reflex. I don't know why that came into my head. I think it was because I was thinking, you've got a good reflex, Dave, like stabbing the knife like that. Oh, look at it, I've just stuck it back on again. Oh, see, reflex. The reflex. Now I'm dancing on the danger line. And then we've also got Bruce Jones, not Tom. No, we can't cover it over. We don't want to get rid of Eleanor, do we? Maybe Mr. Fox has eaten a hen. No, maybe Mr. Fox no longer works in this building and he's moved into the accountancy department. That might be the reason why. Right, you know what? I kind of want something that's a bit shorter so you can kind of see the other one underneath it. I know it's very sad and it's too much. So I bought myself another one of these. It's very dirty. I haven't cleaned it up. It arrived like this. And this is an original. And I won it in an eBay bid. And it came with a box of originals. And the reason why I like the originals is they are matte and not shiny. No shiny. So, okay, so instead of Bruce, because it's a much bigger font, this one, you can tell it's a little bigger. It's a lot bigger. Maybe we just have P dot. Hopefully that's a dot, or it could be a C. I don't know. Is that a dot? Oh, that's the dot. Let's see whether that came out as P or. Oh no, it did come out. Oh, I can't see it now. Try that again then, Dave. P dot space P Lee. P what's a short name? Low. P low. No, I'm sorry. Can't have P low. Let's get rid of P. P's just not gonna. P's gonna mess with my mind. I can't think off the top of my head now. Let's go for J. J. You can't have J either, Dave. You can't have J Lo. Let's go for D. D Lo. That's fine. Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Like I say, my brain won't leave me alone at times. D low, that's fine. I'm gonna, I don't know, maybe just see if I can tear a bit of it off. Yep, that's fine. So it's not perfect. I don't want it to be perfect. They look too good if they're perfect. I want it to look old. And we could always give it a bit of a spritz over. Not the blue though, Dave. So hopefully you can see that that's gone a bit yellowy now. Cool. Oh gosh, I'm so happy. Well, there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope I haven't driven you insane. And I hope you come back, because there are times, I will be honest, there are times when I'm like this, getting a bit crazy, a bit giddy, and it's part of me. So I'm not going to apologise for it. I'm just going to say to you, please come back, because I'm not always like this. And if you like me like this, then have a look at my history, and there's loads of videos where I'm just guffawing my way through it. So, but yeah, there we go. Oh, let's put the pin back in it, Dave. Goodness sake, let's try and get the pin back in it after you've left it off for so long. Oh no, it went back in first time. So yeah, there we go. So I hope you like that. I mean, obviously, like I say, you could put something on the back and it'd be great. I might mount it. I might put it on something else, and therefore it looks a little bit more. I always do this and then think maybe I should do this on camera, and then I think maybe I shouldn't do it on camera. No, we won't do it on camera because you'll be here forever. But yeah, you might see it in the thumbnail. It'll be slightly different. That's all it is because I've mounted it on something else so that you don't catch your fingers on these bits. But yeah, I hope you like that. I hope you like the principle of it. And it might not be something that you want to give a go of, but I hope you've just enjoyed the company and spending some time with me. Because I tell you what, I've definitely enjoyed your company. So, otherwise I'd be sat here laughing to myself and can you imagine what the neighbours would think then? So, yeah, there we go, folks. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, my name is Dash of Dave, and I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks very much for watching. folks. Really do appreciate your company. Margo sends her love. Seth sends his too. They're off having a romantic weekend, so we'll say no more on that. I'm going to go and see Vic tomorrow at his house, so I'll be having my own romantic weekend. So I will see you all in the next video. Take care, folks. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lots of love from me. Big hugs, and I'll see you soon. Take care, folks. Bye.